there exists this spot somewhere deep in the Canadian backcountry. It exists whether I'm there to observe it or not. And that to me is very comforting. But be very wary, for if you choose to go to the spot, you too will be forced to observe. And by observing the world around you, you amplify the world within you. To get to the spot, I had to travel for 3 days. On the first, I drove 5 hours, took a water taxi, portage for 2 kilometers, and finally hit the water for the first time.
I'm smiling like an idiot. I can't stop. I swear I'm not doing it on purpose. I can't stop.
All the years of adventuring, learning, and actually doing what I said I would do.
Oh, this is so good.
Led me to this point right here.
This is so fucking good. This is why I want it. Man, the sound of the loons is so nice.
The second day brought the perfect balance between intense physical exertion and calm. I felt attuned to my body and thoughts.
Let's do it.
Navigating the natural world around me felt very natural. I felt welcomed amongst the trees.
The trees have a love language, and their love language is quality time. And it matches with my love language.
The world was beautiful, strange, mysterious, and enchanting. And in the midst of it, I, Karam, was alone with a goal in mind.
So the reason why I came to Big Trout is because there is this one campsite that I really love, that I came to during my 17-day canoe adventure with my ex-girlfriend Elena. And that was a beautiful adventure. I really did enjoy it immensely. But that campsite was just so beautiful, and it always held such a special place in my heart.
That was a beautiful relationship with someone truly special. We still share love and respect for one another. And so I didn't want this campsite to be just a memory. I was way past my comfort zone here, soul-searching on my very first solo adventure. And so I allowed myself the comfort of something familiar. I would arrive the next morning and spend 2 nights with myself and do nothing.
I'm just gonna sit and eat this Cliff Bar and take a second to just arrive. I am fucking dead.
If I'm being honest, I'm quite scared and I think stressed about the next 2 days. I don't know, I'm just thinking of the passage of time while doing nothing. It's difficult. It's really difficult. I'm genuinely worried about what I'm going to do with my time. But also why? Why does it matter? Why can't I just do nothing? If I just do nothing, that's okay. This is exactly what I came here for. Is it this need of just wanting to be productive? Is it that I'm afraid of being bored? I'm okay with my thoughts, I think. But then, so what is it? Why am I scared? Because I genuinely am fearful.
I'm searching through the embers for something in the past, and all these fading treasures, just memories that won't last. Like back when we were friends, now we're strangers again.
This is why this campsite. It's this view. It might not mean anything to you, but it means something to me. It's a goal also that I have set for myself to come to this site. And I achieved it. And that feels good.
Once I'd achieved this goal, I allowed myself a moment's respite to take it all in and release whatever had been building up.
I think that I'm exhausted. There's just so much to do, and as much as I do, I never feel like I'm doing enough. And this trip is a reflection of that. There's always something that I have to be doing. It's so difficult to slow down. I need to tell myself that I'm doing enough, because I don't think that I'm doing enough, and I think that's crazy. That's fucking crazy. And to me, I define this as success. To be able to say that I'm gonna do this and actually doing it, to be able to be here, that's success. Because I chose that I want to go on these adventures. I think the fact that I just got here and I'm sitting in this spot just made me very emotional.
After this release, it was clear to me that I needed to slow down. I was right to give myself 2 full days here, to be present with no distractions, no social media, no deadlines. And so, the part that I feared the most had finally arrived. But I trusted in the process. What feels unknown and frightening would soon feel familiar and safe. Because what I failed to realize is that I wouldn't be doing nothing. I would actually be observing.
I think that a lot of us are afraid of ourselves. We always occupy our time with doing something, and I'm guilty of that too. But there's so much beauty in noticing, being present in the moment and noticing, observing the loons calling, the trees swaying, the water hitting the shore. Coming out here where there are a lot less distractions, I think is really beneficial. Because you're forced to just sit and just notice. And part of this noticing is also noticing yourself. Notice your thoughts, notice your body, the way that your muscles ache, the way your voice sounds. You belong in this world as much as everything else here. I belong in this world as much as everything else here. Yeah. I'm so small. I'm so fucking small. Feeling content. I'm feeling happy. That fear that I had yesterday kind of dissipated away as I was doing the thing that was scaring me. I think that's my favorite sound in the whole wide world. What a beautiful, beautiful song.
On this day, with the help of the quiet and isolation, I dove deeper into the realm of my mind. Observing the world meant that I observed myself. And I started to realize that meaning and reality were not hidden somewhere behind things. They were in them, in all of them, including myself.
I'm just observing all these things that were here before me and are still going to be here after I leave. Just completely unaffected
by my presence, very indifferent to who I am and what I'm doing here. And there's a lot of beauty in that. There's a lot of beauty in realizing that I'm so insignificant. It gives you a lot of clarity, I think. This is fun. I don't know what I was worried about. Looks like I'm gonna get treated with a light show, hopefully this evening. This campsite has always delivered. The first time I was here, it helped me fall in love with the person that I was with. And this time around, it's also the same. This place has given me a refuge, a place to always come back to in my mind whenever I'm feeling anxious, to remember that this always exists. It has existed, and it will still exist after I've left. Something comforting in that, isn't there? Whatever my worries are, whatever is going on in my life, on the grander scheme of things, it doesn't matter. I mean, don't get me wrong, this isn't a nihilistic view of the world. This is just a comforting thought. This isn't to say that I'm gonna stop doing things and trying and worrying about things. Of course I will. But this is just a comforting thought. I just need a shot.